Stadium, Baton Rouge. Today, a battle for the Bayou, and football is part of the DNA in Louisiana, and that just makes the emotions run even higher. It's the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Checking in with Louisiana Tech's head coach pregame. He understands the challenge at hand. Bringing this team in here to an SEC opponent, it is going to be a very big task at hand. But he knows his players want to show that they are just as good, maybe overlooked, not as highly recruited. He said he's got a very motivated squad on his hands today against the big boys. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs offense that has the first possession of the game. And now to run the offense is Blake Baker. Man, was he locked in last time out. Completed better than 70% and threw for more than 350 yards. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside, it's Miller. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
To throw, it's Baker. Looking to the big tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle on offense.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
There might not be a hotter player right now in college football than this guy right here. He had 2 picks in their last game. He already has an interception in the first drive of this one. Quarterbacks, they're going to figure it out eventually. Stop throwing his way.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll send the tight end in motion. Handoff, Caden Durham. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Tigers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Here's Durham. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, 1st and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
Here's a give to Durham. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Here's a heat. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Back to throw, it's Baker. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Green. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Grab near the marker. It's Green. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football.
To the right. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped in just short. For this offense. They'll run it with Caden Durham. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. Oh, they're after him. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. The lead is 6 in the 1st.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Wilkerson. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. The give is to Miller. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Baker. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. Makes the grab on the shuffle. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Tight end finds a soft spot. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. Wants to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
That was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. On the draw, it's Durham. Might have a chance. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They'll go right back to the run. LSU will get a 1st down. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, a running game.
Don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some bounds and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. A 5-yard pickup there leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Levin. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. Oof.
Be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
On 4th down, going to the air. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
It's complete to the left. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen. The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can... completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He'll take it on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Off play action on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They'll run play action. Here's the pressure. And they got it. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Handoff, Durham running left. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. And the third down pass is incomplete.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Punt is on its way. Takes it on the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. To the air on first down. He'll get rid of it. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get...
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass, it's Levitt. He rifles one deep down the right side. And that one's too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
And not surprised at all, man. You force the turnover, great field position, and you get aggressive. You try to throw the football on the first play. This is that little fringe area, man. That 30 to 50-yard line, you got a lot of space to still throw. You get your receivers open and try to make plays in the passing game.
He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. He goes right back to the air. Finds his man. It's Green. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw it again. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Starting to feel a little pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with a look at Rutgers, taking on the #1 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Scarlet Knights, with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one, and win a fireworks-filled football game. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game at Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
We just went to half and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently and to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6.
Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. Inside the 40. Past the 30. The 10. He just sets sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Louisiana Tech starts this drive as the offense goes on the attack. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. With the last drive in for a touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Watkins. What a play there, and he rips off a big one back to the line. They'll move the tight end. Handoff, Durham running left. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pulls it on the option. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Throws to the tight end. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific. First down.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air. It's Baker. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
We've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Got his man. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early.
Snags it, and he's open. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Looking left. Got it.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense...
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front. Here
comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Dropping back, it's Baker. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Snags it over the middle. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally two guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
And the Bulldogs look to keep this drive humming. Miller with the ball. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. Guys, LSU has the lead here. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. So we open the final period with a third down play. He leaves it with the back. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a third down stop. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. LSU will bring... Oh, the fake. They snapped it to the up man. He's on the move. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Caden Durham again. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Back to throw, it's Levitt. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the Louisiana Tech sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Unloads quick. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown.
Breaks away in the middle. Into the house. Touchdown, LSU.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now.
Goes high to pull it in. And defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel...
Trying to burn this defensive back. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
I'm going to take a wild guess and say that's probably not where the hole was supposed to be.
No, that's not where it's supposed to go. You want to run the ISO in the middle of the field, downhill. All the guys are set up to run that play downhill too, so when you bounce it out wide, a lot of times those angles aren't set up on the outside, and the play was dead from the beginning with that inside penetration.
And the Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to Caden Durham. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul.
Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it cost the defense a 1st down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Here's a little room there. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the bootleg. Wants to throw it. On the run. Fires downfield. Connection to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive. Until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense getting set for first down. Handoff, Caden Durham. There he goes. Got enough for the first. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the returner will be brought down. The give is to Miller. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Gets it out quickly. Finds a crease at the 20. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. Wants to pass. Moving out to the right. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Now the Tigers will spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The run inside. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on for a massive fumble recovery.
Great place to start for this offense. To the air, it's Levitt. Here comes the heat. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Buys a little time. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Running inside, it's Booth. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better, they go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of